There are a lot of eyes on a proposed class action lawsuit filed here in Northern California against fashion house Hermes.
The antitrust lawsuit alleges the retailer was tying the purchase of its popular Birkin bags to the purchase of other luxury clothing and accessory items.
ABC 7 News I-Team reporter Melanie Woodrow is here with more on this lawsuit and why fans of this brand are seeing orange.
Dan and Amma, with so much happening in the world right now, it could seem frivolous to be talking about handbags, but experts say that this lawsuit is novel and could become a landmark case for retailers. Attorneys aside, fans of the brand are watching closely. From social media influencers.
This is a Birkin 30 golden gold.
To books like Bringing Home the Birkin by Michael Tonello.
I was going to become the Houdini of Hermes handbags.
And pop culture, including HBO's Sex and the City.
It's not a bag, it's a Birkin.
The fanfare over vitamin H, as it's sometimes called, is endless.
It's interesting that a brand has been able to evoke that much passion.
With thousands on social media glued to unboxings of Hermes's highly recognizable orange boxes. For years, the brand has been synonymous with luxury.
There is a degree to which you have to get past the velvet rope to buy the Birkin.
Craftsmanship.
It takes a single artisan anywhere from 11 to 17 hours to make that bag.
And exclusivity.
Oh, honey, it's not so much the style as what carrying it means.
But now some are saying, hold on, Hermes. A proposed class action lawsuit filed in the Northern District of California alleges Hermes is unlawfully tying the purchase of its popular Birkin bags to the purchase of Hermes clothing and accessory items, calling it a scheme to exploit market power by requiring consumers to purchase other ancillary products from Hermes before they will be given an opportunity to purchase a Birkin handbag.
That you can't have access to one without buying the other.
Attorneys ABC 7 News spoke to who were not involved in the case say the plaintiffs have their work cut out for them.
I think it's going to be tough for the plaintiffs to prove that there's an actual policy in place.
It is highly unlikely that every SA treats every customer in exactly the same way.
It's hard to really imagine that Hermes has so much control over the market that they can really affect or negatively impact competition for items like scarves and belts.
By email, the plaintiff's attorneys told ABC 7 News, quote, the legal teams at Satari Law Group and Hafner Law are dedicated to pursuing justice and holding Hermes accountable in court for the conduct alleged and look forward to proceeding on the case.
They've just advertised to the world that they are not close enough to the brand to actually get past that velvet rope, to actually buy the Birkin.
To understand why anyone would sue a fashion house for allegedly denying them the chance to purchase a bag that costs more than $10,000, you first need to understand Hermes. Tanya Antonin-Kova says she began her Hermes collection, or rather obsession, 3.5 years ago.
When I was starting out, I had no idea what I was doing. I made so many mistakes, and I was milked by Hermes sales associates. I ended up spending so much money that now I no longer do.
Learning from her blunders and triumphs, she began a side hustle coaching other customers. She showcases their success on Instagram in a feature she calls Hermes Rain. The mood of the moment, the smaller the bag, the bigger the flex.
This is one of the hardest bags to get. This is the Hermes Mini Kelly.
In addition to plenty of free advice, Antonin-Kova charges followers $1,500 for a lifetime membership to her H Inner Circle for additional assistance, but says she saves them much more in unnecessary pre-spend.
I have done a ton of research on different stores in different countries. Basically, the Hermes game or Hermes pre-spend is whenever a person wants to buy a Birkin or a Kelly and they would need to spend a certain amount of money on other products in order to be offered the coveted Hermes bag.
The lawsuit calls it having a sufficient purchase history or purchase profile and says only once a consumer has a sufficient purchase history will they be offered the opportunity to purchase a Birkin. Antonin-Kova considers the bags investments and estimates she spent approximately $150,000 on bags and an additional $200,000 on Hermes's other brand categories, including a nearly $40,000 watch. Should she ever resell the bags?
Not that I would. they would be worth at least double that.
Author Michael Tonello is perhaps the OG when it comes to pre-spend. In his memoir, Bringing Home the Birkin, Tonello describes buying Hermes scarves to flip on eBay, only to discover after being turned down in multiple Hermes stores for a Birkin, a large scarf purchase seemed to do the trick.
She puts the box down on the counter, she opens a drawer, she puts on cotton gloves, takes off the lid, the tissue, pulls out the bag. Once I figured it all out, that first year, I bought and sold $1.6 million worth of Birkin bags.
But where some sing the praises of pre-spend, others say it's an urban legend. I stopped Elizabeth Brown in San Francisco's Union Square, struck by her noir boxed leather Kelly 28 with palladium hardware.
I haven't had that kind of experience where I was told or encouraged to purchase anything, to have access to any other product from the house.
There is a scarcity in the market.
Customers with an appetite for orange can satiate themselves on pursepop.com. Founded by Monica Aurora in 2013, the website boasts endless pictures and videos of Hermes bags, but none of Aurora. She asked to remain off camera for our interview.
The website is not about Monica. It's about the passion for the bag.
Aurora's team of writers educates site visitors on Hermes leathers, hardware, and prices.
We want what we can't have.
She says Hermes is a complete lifestyle brand, and she shops all the categories from cosmetics to tableware, ready-to-wear, and shoes. Her brand loyalty has paid off with invitations to Hermes runway shows in Paris.
Hermes, like many companies, wants to take good care of its best customers.
The lawsuit defines the class as anyone who in the last 4 years purchased or was asked to purchase Hermes ancillary products in order to purchase a Birkin.
What are the damages? Is it money? Is it, do you get a bag? How do you quantify
Well,
it?
that's sort of what a jury or a judge would have to kind of determine.
The lawsuit asks for an order stopping Hermes from continuing the alleged practice, as well as an award of restitution and damages.
I am very curious to see how this all plays out.
Antoninkova believes it could become more difficult for customers to get highly coveted bags, with those still waiting for their wish list saying,
Bye-bye, Birkin.
The lawsuit says the class could be thousands of people. For as many people as I interviewed for this report, I was turned down by many more who said they were concerned that talking to me on camera could affect their relationship with the brand. Attempts to reach Hermes for a comment were unsuccessful. Dan and Amma, probably one of the most intriguing interviews for all of this was with Michael Tonello, who wrote Bringing Home the Birkin.
Yeah, great
we
name.
put an extended version of that interview on our website. Oh, nice.